My story 3. So I was in the psychiatric ward, but as I took some medicine because I had a psychotic episode, because I was in sleep deprivation, and this guy just took my daughter from me, which not my ex-husband nor my daughter ever called to the hospital to know if I was well. Never. They just abandoned me there with the back of this social worker who the next day did something very illegal because he never investigated. And the social worker before him, we got very well along. He came here several times and everything was fine. But this one, never. I met this guy 3 times in my life after that. And it was in brief conversations, which I almost begged him to make a mediation between me and my daughter. So then I was there, they left me 2 weeks at least without my medicine. So I was shaking very, very badly, and I had to sleep on the floor in the psychiatric ward because I couldn't sleep because the bed was made of metal. So I slept for 2 weeks shaking. My hand had bruises, shaking so much. One day I had to go crawling to the remember I was pregnant too and abandoned. So I went crawling to the nurse's room to beg them to give me medicine, which they didn't. So after these weeks, a nurse came and said to me, "You should consider having an abortion." I was pregnant, 5 months pregnant, shaking, sleeping on the floor, without my ex-husband or my daughter, who were the only family that I had here. Now I don't have any more because they just didn't call, didn't ask, didn't want to know. Like I was nothing. So I was 5 months pregnant, and I had to make the decision to have an abortion, which I didn't want to. Now the abortion for 5 months, they first sent to Helsinki the request because I was too sick and sleeping on the floor, and there was nobody to care for me. But then I decided that it was for the best. But they didn't tell me how it would be an abortion for 5 months. An abortion for 5 months is a labor. I thought they would just give me an injection, I would sleep, and it would happen, and it would be horrible anyways. But it wasn't. They gave me a pill one day, which I killed my baby one day. The next day, they take you to have a labor, like I have to press, and the nurse I stood there for 12 hours at least. And I didn't want to remember this. I was happy. And I had to press to give birth to my dead baby. Again, they didn't give me medicine then because they didn't. So I was shaking a lot, and I just begged them to ask my doctor, which worked at the same hospital in the neurological polyclinics. I asked them, please call my doctor and ask him to give me medicine, but they didn't. So I was there for more than 12 hours. Then I had to have a labor for my dead baby, which I didn't want to, but anyway.